But Steven, how do you make eggs in a pot? You've been asking that for fucking ever, and I'm gonna show you. With this pot. And, all this other shit too, like eggs. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys how I make eggs, and you're gonna understand, and you're gonna fucking love them, because they're delicious. First off, you need a pot and a stove. You need coffee, that's more for you. You need eggs, like any reasonable person who's cooking eggs. You need a spatula, Betty Crocker. You need cheese, if it's gonna taste good. You need a cheese grater, if you're gonna eat the cheese. And milk. Honestly, milk might not be necessary anymore, but like I still use a bit, I'm not totally sure. You also need salt, which I'm sure there's salt in here somewhere. Anyway, let's get going. So, first off, you set that fucking pot really fucking hot. Next off, you forget about cooking and focus on getting a good camera angle. Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. Next off, you grate some fucking cheese. You don't need much. Just like, not even that much. Oh, and at the end of all this, you wash the dishes because you're a good guest. Yeah. No one will ever know you made eggs in their house until you send them this video hours later, cut down with all the good parts. None of the shitty flubs where I'm just talking like this. Alright, so we got the cheese. Make sure to always secure your cheese. You don't want that shit running off. And, oh, look at that. Also, you get a cat. Whenever you're cooking eggs, a cat will show up and try and take those fucking eggs. It's great, I know. But, other problem, you just lost your camera angle. How do you show eggs without a good camera angle? I'll show you. There's no inner. Next, you take the recording quality and you dump it in the toilet. But you take an egg. And, oh no, there's no way this camera angle will reach it. But, you get that in there and you just fucking whip that shit with your spatula. You just make those eggs know you are the one in charge. You scream over that fan, you spin shit around at an awkward angle, you look at the cat on the ground, lying around doing her crazy shit, you stare at my ass while I fucking beat these eggs. You're gonna have a wonderful time. Alright, so the eggs they're in place now. Let me give you, so you want them like this, kinda. You can't see it. You want them like this. Yeah. But, the unfortunate side of cooking is that you need to be vigilant and ever watching your eggs, because if you don't get your eggs watched, they're just gonna run away. You don't know what they're gonna be. Your eggs are gonna taste like shit. So you can, let's try fucking toaster. Oh yeah. There, no. Alright, well, we're almost there. We've almost made art. Fucking goddamn it. Alright, well that's how you know I'm cooking, because you see my arm. Alright, you want to reduce juicy, and once you see the eggs start to congeal a little bit, not too much, it's actually a little bit too much because camera side of me I'm not used to. Then you get that cheese on that plate and you just put it right in there. You put it right in that pot. And this is also when you should have salt, but I'm a weird motherfucker who forgot to get salt before starting the recording. It's too late to turn around now. I'm gonna ride this fucker in. Fuck, okay. Alright, but then you just keep stirring that shit while it's in there like that. You know, all the good stuff. Lack of camera angles, nothing's working. Spill shit everywhere, it's a great time. Now, you see, when I do this at home, I usually use a bigger pot and a smaller spatula. So this is really the inverse of my method. What you're getting right now is a kind of discount method. This is why I sell at the dollar store. If you want the full method, you got kind of like egg cooking classes, which will be offering the entire week, $90 an hour, minimum 5 hours. Bring your own eggs, bring your own cheese, I'll supply the salt. This isn't a joke on myself being a salty motherfucker in any way. This is just, I have some good salt at home. It's red. And yeah, you just keep that shit moving. You just move it around, keep that heat high, and just make sure those eggs don't get no rest. With some wicked fucking eggs. You just keep going. This is when we're gonna speed up the montage to go real fast. So it'll be interesting to watch. Not just be some motherfucker eating some eggs. But look at that. Look at that cat. Hi, cat. I know. Get the camera. Yeah. So at this point, the eggs are starting to look pretty good. This cat, though, is looking pretty good too. I'm so glad I got a free camera operator with this cooking lesson I'm giving. Now, so, hello kitty.
I fuck the music! I make it curl! I fuck the music with my serpent curl! Hit, hit, hit!
Oh my god, it wasn't, I don't know where it cut off. Yeah, but I'm done the eggs here, so I did cook these eggs. This isn't like any kind of a scam or anything. I'm gonna blame, that rascally ZELDA cat. But look at that, those are some delicious eggs. And just to prove this is no trick, this is a real eggs, no gimmicks. I'm gonna grab a fork, a real fork, no gimmicks here either. This is a gimmick-free zone, no fucking gimmick gears up here. You take that egg, look at that egg, so juicy, no, actually not juicy because it's been drained, which you probably missed. Forget that, bleep that. And you're gonna take that egg and you're gonna eat it. Could use more cheese, but they're really fucking good. Look at that. It's just spongy, it's delicious. You whack that shit, it bounces. You jiggle that shit, it jiggles. You do that, it does that. There's so much going on here. You can even drink coffee. And that's how I cook eggs, and that's why you should cook eggs like me, because actually I fucked up every advantage of them, so you should still do that.